to our first Flosstube video. We're so excited. I'm Laura, and this is...
I'm Autumn.
This is my daughter. I dragged her with me. She doesn't do a whole lot of stitching, but maybe we could talk her into it. I just didn't want to do this by myself. So here she is. Moral support, and yeah, thanks. And you might see occasional dog or cat. Who knows? They're in here. We thought we'd do it sit on the floor so we could see the stuff maybe a little easier. Anyway, as I said, I'm Laura. I've been stitching for a long time. And I thought it would be fun to join in on the community and hopefully keep up with this and try to do this every week. And Autumn said she would join me.
Every week I can.
Which is every week because she lives here.
That is true.
Okay, so I thought we would start with what I've been working on this week, and then I made a list. So if I look down, that's why. That what I worked on this week, which I did finish an ornament for Autumn for Christmas, and I'm going to show you, so she's going to have to close her eyes so she can't see. And if she does open her eyes, put it in the comments below so I know. I don't want her to see. All right, close your eyes, baby.
Eyes closed.
All right, so here, I'll show you this came from an old cross stitcher magazine by Ursula Michael. This pattern was, and I did this one down here on the bottom. Now, it's not fully finished yet, but the cross stitch part is done, and I just really think he turned out cute. And what really surprised me, I was a little concerned on, I don't know if you can tell, but that's Kreinig, and it's a pale yellow, which I thought, you know, on this might look a little suspicious of something else. I can't say what because she's listening. But anyway, I think that turned out nice, and hopefully I can get it fully finished, and maybe could show you next week. So let me get that out of the way. All right, Autumn, you're free to open your eyes now. Thank you.
Maybe I should just take a nap.
You could have. Are you saying I'm boring?
No.
I might be boring, and I might be talking too fast because I'm a little nervous.
Just breathe.
Yeah,
that's how you know I'm related to you. I did it too.
You're welcome. All right, so then the other thing that I've been working on is a patriotic one. This is just a really old one from Sample the Seasons, an old one. I guess I got this years ago from Hobby Lobby, yeah. And this is the pattern, this one right here. I have a patriotic kind of shelf and wall.
Shrine. Patriotic shrine.
Yeah, we have a patriotic shrine. My husband's military, so we had to do that. Anyway, here's how far I am. I'm almost done. I just have, here, I'll let you do this part on.
Okay.
I just have that one little rectangle to go, and you gotta hold it up a little bit. It's a little too low. There you go. Yeah. And I have a needle minder. That, I think, came from Gina's Unique Boutique. And anyway, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I get that done this week. We shall see. I don't know. We always have plans to get things done, and then I might try to do something else.
Yeah, that's been going for like, what, 3 years now?
It's possible. Okay, now, what I want to work on next week, for this next week, I want to try to finish that. And I have a little bit left of this Dimensions kit for my other daughter for her Christmas ornament this year. So here is the pattern. I'm sure you've probably seen these. I think she wanted a reindeer, so that's the one I picked. And I'll let Autumn. I only have a little bit of the outlining on the bottom to do for the back stitch. It was hard for me because the pattern showing the back stitch was a little hard to follow, so I've kind of been dragging my feet because it's not much fun, but I really want to get it finished. So hopefully, since I'm telling you guys,
you'll get it done.
Finished. We shall see. And then this one is also for my oldest daughter. This is for Christmas too. And I thought I was finished. I thought I was going to be able to show you a finish. Somebody over here noticed something.
I'm sorry.
I was so sad. So it's not done. Here, I'll let you hold that up. This is New York, Satsuma Streets, New York. I've also finished Paris and London, so this will give her the third big major city. But look, right here. Yep. Lady Liberty. I forgot the crown. Thank you, Autumn, for showing me the crown. This, too, might be seen next week as a finish, because all I have left to do is the crown, even though I thought I was done. I was not. So hopefully...
Oh, there's a cattail slowly popping in.
You might meet Cricket. Here, do you want to meet Cricket real fast?
She's like, nope. She's like, I want to meander.
Yeah, she does. She's curious because we don't usually sit here on the floor with lots of cool crusted stuff. Anyway.
As long as she doesn't try and eat anything, we're fine.
If I am lucky and get the patriotic one done, I really, really want to start focusing on this one I've been working on for a while. Here, Autumn, you're good at putting that up close. This is Four Seasons by, I think she's Dutch, Marjolein Bastien, I don't know. And I just love her artwork. And I was so lucky to find this in a pattern form where I was happy about it. And here's where I am. I've been working on this for a while too, but I really want to get this as my focus. But it's going to be kind of hard to see because I've got quite a bit done.
A little bit closer.
Can I get that a little closer? So I'm not quite halfway done. I'd say I'm at least a quarter of the way done. But this is going to be a huge one, and I really, really, really enjoy working on it, especially the border. So detailed. And you can go a little closer and show parts of it, maybe.
I'm going to show them the needle minder.
Oh, yeah. So my needle minder's a little fox from down Sunshine Lane. They do a monthly needle minder club, and I joined it a few months ago. And let's see, I don't know where it is.
It's right there.
Put my needle back up there. And I joined it a few months ago, and I'm really, really liking the needle minders they've been sending every month. So hopefully I'll be able to get going a little bit more on that, and maybe you'll get to see some more details. Oh, we better, huh?
Because you're starting this, you're going to have to make do on your promises.
I know. This could be a problem for me. Okay. Then I thought it might be fun to just start doing some new starts. And thought, why not? I could just pick one once a week, show you, and see if I get to start it. But I've been wanting to do this one. This is a Paula Vaughn. This is Summer Romance. I'll let you show up. It comes from, what book is that from?
Quilts from the Garden.
Paula Vaughn's Quilts from the Garden. And this one, the one I want to do is the Sunflower. And I think some of these up at the top, I can't see where it is. The sunflowers in like the vase are Lazy Daisy stitches. I don't know what you call them. So I've done those before, but it's been a long time. So that might be a good practice for me. And in case you haven't noticed, I do stitch on Ada. I've tried to do even weaves and linens and stuff, but I don't enjoy it. Not like I should, and it's beautiful, and I wish I did. But it's fun for me. I do what I enjoy. I'm jealous of you that do those because I think they are so pretty. Okay. That kind of gives you an idea of what we're working on. At the end of the month, I will do a haul at this time of what I get through the month. I don't get a whole lot, but it's kind of fun to see, I think. And Autumn has agreed to do the Needleworker tag with me, the Know Your Needleworker tag that I've seen everybody do. So
we haven't been tagged. We're just
we're tagged. We just stole it and said, "Hey, you want to know?"
I'm tagging my mom, and she's tagging me. It works.
That's why I brought it here so we can laugh together or be embarrassed together.
Share mutual embarrassment.
Share mutual embarrassment to our 4 subscribers right now, which is me and her sister, and her dad.
I'm going to laugh if you have like 8, and they're like, what about the rest of us?
If I do have 4 more we don't know about, welcome to our world. We're sorry.
You've dated this video now, Mom.
How do I do that?
By saying we only had 4. Watch as you get like 1 million. I'm going to laugh.
Okay, well, if we get 1 million, I will be surprised.
Me too, but you never know.
Our first goal, I'm aiming for 10, 4 of which are us. You could. She's aiming for 1 million. We'll see who's the closest next week.
Okay, well that's unfair time frame.
I'm just saying. Okay, needlework tag. Question number 1. Are you ready?
Nope. Continue.
Where do you live?
In this house.
You do. We live in Maryland. I said we were a military family. We've lived in a million places, but right now we're in Maryland for the next few months anyway. I think we're probably moving next summer. So, and we don't know where. Well, she knows where. She's going off to the university. She's a senior this year. Ooh. Yeah, so she's going to be at University of Nebraska, Cornhusker. Woohoo! And we're going to be, I don't know where we're going to be.
Somewhere.
Do Cornhuskers go woohoo?
Why are you asking me?
I don't know.
That's
I'm gonna
like
guess
the
no.
lamest mascot.
So anyway, we live in Maryland, in the southern part of Maryland, fairly close to the bay, and it's beautiful here, especially this time of year in the fall. Really, really like this time of year. Okay, number 2. Autumn, what do you do for a living?
Mooch off of you.
She's a full-time high school student, senior. Yeah. Me, I'm a teacher by trade. I'm not working right now. I was teaching special needs, significant disabilities, mostly medically fragile students. And but we moved here, and I'm not licensed here, so I'm not working right now. Okay, number 3. 3 favorite hobbies, or 3 different hobbies other than cross-stitching.
Well, that's not a hobby of mine at all.
You tried it, though. Maybe
I
you'll
did
try
try,
it again.
and I liked it, and then I messed up an entire skyscraper.
And she didn't want a frog. And so I said, I'm a frog, and then
I just didn't.
we did.
I never did it.
Kind of been where we stand. So, other hobbies you do?
I did horseback riding for a long time. I do belly dance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say collect bookmarks because that's my other one.
Yeah, you do collect the bookmarks from everywhere. It's kind of cool. Maybe one of these days we can do a show and tell of your bookmark collection.
Or we could not, because that'll take
when
a
we
long
have
time.
an hour and a half.
Yeah.
When you want to stitch on a big, long, boring section of pattern, we'll put up a
even boring video.
Help you while away the time. Okay. Oh, my other hobbies. I crochet, and you'll get to see that at the end after we're done with all the cross stitch stuff. I will go do my other crafts that I've done this week, and then Autumn and I are also going to do the books we read this week at the very, very end. So if you're not a book reader, you can. I don't know why you would. Do you know why they would turn us off?
You know, Mom, they may have already.
Oh no! Oh my God. It's only Dad. Dad's not going to turn us off.
Corinne, being Corinne.
Yeah, Corinne's not my oldest daughter. She's at Ohio State. And you'll probably get to meet her when she's home from university. I'll make her be my sidekick instead of Autumn all the time. I'm going to get turned off already. What's wrong with you? Dad's not going to do that.
You never know.
So anyway, we'll go to that at the end of the video. So I crochet. I do a lot of paper crafting. I like to scrapbook, make journals. I've joined a group online from Your Paper Pantry, and we do different swaps, so I'll show you some of that, too, at the end. And I love to read. I do a lot through Goodreads. I run a group there, and we read so much I can't keep up. It's not possible. All right, Autumn, you ready? Oh, number 4. Do you have kids?
No, I am glad I don't have kids.
Good answer.
How would I have like a secret kid?
Okay. Now they are turning it off. Good job. Okay. I obviously have 2. I've got a daughter, Corinne. We call her Corey or Corinne. She's at the Ohio State. She's studying Korean. She's probably, we're hoping, she thinks she's going to graduate
She's
in
almost
December.
completely positive.
Yeah, well, the classes for that shit happen. She should be done in December. And then, of course, Autumn. She's 17. Senior. I'm going to be an empty nester pretty soon. Don't like to think about that. Okay. Number 5. Pets. Okay. Do we ever have pets? Autumn is not a pet. Sorry.
I thought I was under the kid wall.
What we have are 3. Well, basically, we have 3 rescue pets. So.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So first we had Cricket.
You saw her.
Yeah. We got her when we lived in New Mexico. They couldn't find anybody to adopt her, so.
She became ours.
We did. We're not sorry. We love her.
I don't know. She's a bit of a brat.
She's a bit of a brat.
She's really cute
She's
right now.
Cute. Yeah, she's keeping us company over by our stuff over there. And then we have 2 dogs that we rescued here. Bumble. He's
Hey, Bumble.
He's in here, but he's kind of
don't think he wants to. Oh, he just laid down further. Never mind.
He came from Virginia. They found him in a box with a bunch of other puppies on the side of the road. So we got him as a puppy.
Yeah, they had to move him to the rescue shelter here because he got picked on.
Yeah, so that's how he ended up here in South Maryland. We're real close to Virginia, so. And we also have a Chow Golden Retriever mix named Bear. And he's a rescue too, but we didn't get him originally. We got him from Mom's friend who got orders to, he's in the Navy, and they got orders to another country. And so it's very difficult sometimes to take pets over there. So we said we'd take him to help out a little bit. And we're happy we did. He, though, was also a rescue here. Can you tell his story?
He he was all gross and covered in mud. Probably was abandoned or something. And he ran in front of the animal rescue truck, the non-kill shelter truck. And so the guy slammed the brakes, and there was just this
nasty looking thing.
Yeah, this gross, muddy looking dog. And so they put him in the back of their truck, and they gave him a bath, and then he ended up having this beautiful, fluffy, luscious golden fur.
Gold retriever, beautiful.
And he got adopted very quickly afterwards.
Yeah. But anyway, he's kind of dumb. I'm of the opinion that was the only smart thing he ever did was run in front of the rescue truck.
Smart enough to know to follow the smart one. Bumble.
Yeah, he follows Bumble. All right, we got to move on because you guys are probably bored now. Favorite movie? For me, I love old classics. I can't pick one. Maybe Dr. Zhivago. I love Laurence Olivier. I love Dr. Zhivago, the music, the scope. But I love all old classic movies. So if you ever wonder what I'm doing, I'm probably watching Turner Classic Movies or something like that. I'd love it.
I'm also a fan of old classic movies. And
musicals.
Musicals, especially. Yeah. My favorite movie probably is Princess Bride.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's because you never watch it.
I don't like it. Okay, our favorite TV show. I don't really watch a lot of TV shows. I will turn on Netflix or Amazon Prime or something sometimes. But we did just recently get BritBox. And I'm enjoying that immensely. I love the British thriller, mystery, crime shows, and our favorites, Vicar Dibley and Keeping Up Appearances. Who wouldn't like, Mrs. Bouquet?
I would say we're not sponsored, but I feel like it's obvious. So I'm gonna just leave it be.
We are not sponsored by BritBox. We're just happy consumers. However, BritBox.
Right?
We got 4 subscribers. Just saying.
Just give us a quarter.
Okay, favorite music. Oh, that's kind of hard. Favorite music. I like all kinds of music. I don't like hard rock. I don't really care for rap. But I like the old country. I like pop. I love 80s. I love alternative. I love the Celtic music. I love big sweeping scores and movies. I love classical.
Yeah. I'm just not a fan of rap, really.
We have a big. If you listen to my iPod, you could be listening to Michael Jackson once, and then Beethoven, and then
Furlies,
Duran Duran, and then Celtic Woman. You never know what you're gonna listen to, and then George Strait. You never know what you're gonna find on my.
David Arkansas.
Yeah,
Arkansas. Wait, what?
Arkansas and Usher. You never know.
What the heck? Arkansas.
Well, we have been to Arkansas. It's a beautiful state. Okay.
But it's all on our iPod.
Oh, favorite book. There's no way. I can't answer that. I love to read. I read 100+ books a year. So there's no way I could pick. I love historical fiction, mystery thrillers. Hers is probably Harry Potter.
No.
Oh, no? What was your favorite?
Probably Bartimaeus trilogy.
Oh, yeah. I should have guessed that. She loves the Jonathan Stroud. Bartimaeus trilogy. Inspired by, were we ever inspired by YouTube videos? Yes, I was. Flosstubes, nobody in particular, everybody. I just sit and watch while I cross stitch all the time, and so I thought, I should do this, and I'm like, I can't. I'm too scared.
Well, that's why I'm here for moral support. Look at me.
And she doesn't even stitch or watch Flosstubes.
I don't.
So help me convince her to give it a try again. I don't like this question. What one word describes you?
I'm just gonna say nope.
Yeah, we hate this question.
That is my one word. My one word is just nope.
You are not a nope. That's not your word.
No, but that's my answer to those kinds of questions. Just nope.
I think I'm happy. I think I'm usually a happy kind of person. No, not calm.
Not calm.
I'm anxious.
No. Mom said you're not calm.
I'm mostly happy when I'm not anxious. I don't know.
You also have a tendency to be happy while you're anxious. I mean, happy's a good word.
We have a sense of humor now. Whether it's good or not, we'll leave it up to you guys.
My sense of humor is great. Like,
Do you have a sense of humor or no?
No.
We do have one. It may be bad, but
it's probably bad.
We do have one. All right, that's your Know Your Needleworker tag. Well, our next thing to do is share the other crafts that I've done this week. And like I said, I'm part of your. I feel like I'm not looking at you enough. I'm gonna have to work on that because it's weird to look at myself. Yes.
Stare into their souls. Anyways. You took that on longer than me.
So I'm a member of your paper pantry, and I signed up for a pocket letter kit swap for the fall. Yeah, this squirrel. So I put together this one for the fall. It's got a squirrel. Basically, it's just a little 2.5 by 3.5 decorated paper thing. I don't know how to explain that. And I use it in my journals or my scrapbook pages. And it's kind of fun because I get to see what other people send to me, and I can use their stuff because, different people craft differently, different styles, and I love that. So here's the one I made. There's my squirrel and leaves. It just says Happy Fall. Thank you, Autumn. You can see I embossed.
Let's try and get that.
Yeah, I embossed the back. So I had to make quite a few of these and mailed them off. I just mailed them off yesterday. So hopefully they'll get there pretty soon. And when I get the swap back, I'll show you. I'll show you everybody else's, what they put together. It's kind of fun. And then last but not least, for my oldest daughter, I'm making her an Afghan for Christmas.
This is for my oldest daughter. This is for my oldest daughter.
I showed yours. You had to close your eyes.
Yes, but there's 3 things for Corinne, is all I'm saying.
Can I really show stuff I made for her for Christmas? I mean, I probably blew it with the ornament already. Did you open your eyes?
No.
Okay. So anyway. Oh, we need to hide the pattern on them. Can we maybe hold up like that so you can show? So here's the Afghan I'm working on. That will look like when it's finished. It's from the book Vanna's Afghans All Through the House. Vanna White did a bunch of crochet books, and this one's pretty old. Can you look up the year while I show off what I've done?
I'm gonna try and find a year.
So here's what I've done. I'm about just shy of halfway, and I decided to keep the same colors, black and white. And you can see the popcorn stitches. It's just basically it's a regular ripple throw.
1997.
1997, so it's a fairly old book.
That's its second printing.
Anyway, I will show you an update again next week. Hopefully I get another big section of rows done. And hopefully I get it done before Christmas. That's the plan.
Cricket.
Yeah, the cat. So, last but not least is our book review time, the books we've read this week. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
You go first.
I'm going to go first. Look, my notes. I'm so nervous I had to have notes. I feel so silly, but I'm nervous, and only 4 people are subscribed. That's silly. Okay.
Technically not, because we haven't made the channel yet.
I'm going first. Oops, let me hide that so you don't see that. Okay, so I finished 2 books this week. One book is this one I got from the library. It's called Before the Fall by Noah Hawley. We read this for Autumn and I are part of a book club with my daughter Corey and my sister Carla. We just meet once a month at the end of the month on Google Talk. What is it called? Google Hangout. Google Hangout. Because my sister's in Washington State, and of course Corey's in Ohio, and we're here in Maryland. But it gets us a way to talk to each other. And yeah, Autumn read this one too a couple weeks ago. I gave it 3 stars. The Being Goodreads is 3 out of 5 stars. The beginning made me think this was going to be the thrill of a lifetime. And then, I don't know, how would you say it?
The middle drug.
The middle did, and then the ending was lame. I don't know.
It felt like it was setting up for a twist, and it was.
And then it wasn't.
But it was a bad twist. It wasn't a good one.
Yeah, I don't want to give anything away, but that's our opinion. So if you disagree, put it down there and tell us why, because we'll be curious why you liked it. And I didn't hate it. The writing was good, and the beginning was phenomenal. And I thought, man, I'm in for a really great read. So maybe that's why I was disappointed. And it won the Edgar Allan Poe Award for 2016. So maybe I was expecting too much. Maybe my fault. And then my book group and Goodreads, it's called Lost Between the Pages, if you're interested to find us. For our book of the month for October, we read The Birds and Other Stories. I'm not even going to try. Daphne du Maurier, I believe. And The Birds is, yes, Alfred Hitchcock, The Birds was based on the short story The Birds written by her. And I really enjoyed this. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Most of the stories in here I thought were well done. I mean, there were 1 or 2 that were my favorites, but overall, even though The Birds was based off of this, I think the story was completely different. I think he took a lot of liberty with her story to make the movie. I guess you would have to make it long enough. But anyway, I would recommend this if you like short stories, a little creepy, little different ending kind of short stories. So those are my books I read this week.
I read historical fiction, A Light to My Path. It's part of like a trilogy. This one was about the slave woman. The other one I have is about a white woman in the South. I don't know if I'm going to read that one, because while I liked the story, the characters were kind of two-dimensional. Like, they weren't anything more than just, they're kind of more than just a person on a page. But their feelings were too predictable and bland.
So it wasn't bad, it just wasn't really great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I felt about it. Well, except if you really want a good third of a book, read the beginning.
Yeah, just don't read the rest. Just leave it under mystery.
But you're going to have to, because you're going to be like, what? Yeah.
And then you're going to be disappointed.
That one she got at the library book sale a couple weeks ago. For $1.
Ooh.
So it was probably worth $1. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Worth $1. So I hope you can join us again next week when we'll try to have a little bit better, I don't know.
A little bit more
maybe
prepared.
Better humor, better prepared as we learn.
Our humor's never going to get any better.
You have been warned. If you join us next week, our humor is never getting any better. And maybe you'll get to see the dogs. I don't know. Anyway, we hope you have a great week, and hopefully I have some finishes to show you, and hopefully we have another book to share at the end. And, next week's the last week, so I'll show you the haul I got in October, too. Anything else you want to say?
No.
See you next week. Thanks for joining us. Can we turn it off?